Oh no, here we go again. It's that time for some macho madness. No, it's Thearly Clinking. It's our once a week podcast where we talk about everything that we're not clearly thinking about. And you'll notice to my right there's a person next to me. He's usually there. His name is TJ.
I'm usually there. That sounds like I'm not.
Usually,
I've always been here. I've never left.
You never know when there's not gonna be a TJ, but there he is.
If I'm not here, I want him investigated for murder. Usually,
potentially.
I've always been here. But never left. Notes.
And so we're full of echoes and fun stuff today.
It's streamception, a stream within a stream within a stream within a stream.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure we were working, but cool. Yeah, we got a show. We're gonna talk about some pro gaming stuff.
Is it good? Is it bad?
As you know, the Street Fighter tournament's going on. You're probably watching that right now. But
that's the great thing about a podcast. You don't have to watch us live. You can watch us whenever you fucking feel like. Oh, that's kind of low. But yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Whatever.
Enjoy us on the go. Enjoy us.
Get a little more Ron Burgundy.
In a row.
Yeah. So, first, but what have you been up to, TJ, this week? You having a fun week? Good week?
I finally finished up my Dead Space 2 series.
Ooh,
I finally got back to that.
Fantastic.
And I forgot how much I fucking love that game.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I beat it on... Okay, so I didn't beat it on Hardcore, which is Zealot with only 3 saves, but I beat it on Zealot, which is just freaking ridiculous still.
Okay.
Like, I forgot how fun that game is. Like, the frantic... Like, most games, like, you know how you like Dark Souls for, like, its difficult gameplay?
Right.
I think Zealot on Dead Space 2 is, like, my closest thing to, like, where I find enjoyable game
even though it's
difficult. And it was just like, because the thing is, it's all about like Dead Space, when you die, it's most of the time because you set yourself up bad, not because you can't play, or if it's overtly difficult. So I guess that's the closest thing I get to like Dark Souls. But it's I finally finished that up, and it was funny though, I got somebody like, some people have been coming in and out the whole entire stream, things like that. I've noticed people are really, really sensitive. Oh, he died, I gotta leave. Yes, it's like, okay, fine.
That's usually how people are. Oh man, he sucks. Oh god damn, can't watch this guy. Oh man. These people. So picky, but it's
no, that was like the bet, like on Hardline, like they're like the worst, and then it was
really?
just like,
we can't get headshots, yeah, man.
I gotta leave right now. He's not fantastic. No,
yeah.
But I finally finished that up, and the funny thing is, like, I ended up beating the game, and a guy comes in right as the end credits start rolling. And then I was playing Hardline with Jose one last time before I started the new schedule at my new job. And then we kind of just, nobody really followed. One guy was just like, we couldn't get any followers, so we just started BSing about my old job.
Right.
And this guy sat there for like an hour and a half just listening to us BS about all this shit at my job.
Nice.
And it was just like, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you just learned everything personal about me and did not follow me. Thank you very much. I feel kind of hurt, like, after, like...
Man, those people, one night stand.
Yeah, one night stand.
Can't stand that.
We got back online with this Finnish kid. His name's Call of Duty 2 in Twitch, but he's Elite Sniper Shot something in PlayStation, and I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with this kid because he's like in that 12-14 area, and he's got a high-pitched voice, but he's also foreign. So with that meaning his prepubescent teenage years really compounds with like how much I can listen to him before I wanna strangle.
Oh dear.
But he's a good kid and he means well. So and
That's
it's just
good.
And it was fun because
he's not like, you fucking faggots.
No, the thing is that we seem to get a lot of, like, during that stream hour, that time we were streaming, we usually got mostly foreigners because we got...
Just because it's late.
Yeah, Dayway, one of the guys that we play with, we found out he's in his last year of high school for Germany.
Oh, very cool.
And it was kind of odd because I asked where he's from. He was all like, oh, I'm from Germany, blah, blah, blah. what nationality are you? He's like, I'm German. We start talking about his family. He's like, oh, my parents are from both French-speaking countries. So I'm like, oh, you're not German, you're French. He's like, no, I'm German. And we got kind of this interesting conversation about where people consider themselves. Because if you ask what people are in the United States, they go, oh, I'm German, I'm Irish.
Gotcha.
They don't go, I'm American because I was born in America. He was going, I'm German because I was born in German, but my parents are from France. So the whole entire nationality thing was kind of...
I've always thought of myself as American. I mean...
Yeah, but like...
That's just me, but...
Most people would say like Latino.
If I went to another country, that's what I would identify as, but that's just me.
So that was just kind of an interesting like tidbit of like this whole entire thing. And it was just kind of fun to sit there and talk. I love talking. I'm gonna kind of miss this late night stream because I get to talk to all these people I wanted. And the fantastic thing is that they want to join on the stream. They want to go play PlayStation 4 Hotline. Hotwire is a mode within Hotline.
Oh, gotcha.
But it was it's fun. I enjoyed it.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I kind of haven't been up to nothing new. Just a lot of Hearthstone and Heroes of the Storm, just the kind of the basics there.
One thing I gotta tell you, if you know somebody before I forget, if you know somebody with an S6, log onto their Hearthstone because you get 3 card packs.
And a free card back.
And I was like, my friend Antonio texted me at work. He's like, oh, just got 3 free card backs. So next time I saw him work, I logged in on his phone, and it instantly gave me 3 card backs.
Yep.
Card packs.
Like you don't need to even own one. You just log into someone who has one. It's pretty cool. I'm if I can find somebody who has one, I will. But I don't. But yeah, look, it's whatever the case is. It's kind of dumb. Whatever. Just a card back.
It's a nice card back though. Actually,
it looks nice. It looks nice for sure. But yeah,
how was your Fireside tournament?
Oh man, so I competed in Fireside yesterday. I won, or I lost the first match, and then won the losers round and made it to the top 8, and lost in top 8.
They didn't give me anything for the top 8, really?
Nah.
That's the reason why I don't like Game Haven. They're kind of stingy on their prizes.
It wasn't Game Haven that ran it. It was my my friend Dan, who's ran the last 2. He's just low on prizes because they didn't have anybody sponsor this one other than Game Haven, who just. Oh,
you guys didn't have it at Game Haven?
It was at Game Haven, but it was like it wasn't
Game Haven wasn't like hosting it.
It was just like he was giving away like 4 gaming con tickets for the next 2 weeks from now. There's a gaming con here in Salt Lake, and that was the reward if you were in top 4. That was it. That was all that was given out. Like the past couple tournaments, he's actually had stuff because he's had sponsors. He's had Blizzard give him some swag and stuff for it. This one, I'm
surprised Game Haven
didn't kind of
front anything.
Yeah, no, this was just his kind of test tournament. He was trying to kind of test his format, see if it was going to work for the one in the next 2 weeks that he's throwing at Gaming Con, which is going to be more serious, cutthroat, straight, like lots of people coming and competing.
You have to tell me how Gaming Con is, because I'm not going to be able to go, unfortunately.
No, it's going to be fun. I'm excited to go and compete and see all the weird gaming stuff that's there. I don't know what to expect with this one.
Bunch of cosplay pictures for me, please.
Yeah, this is the first Gaming Con in Salt Lake, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I mean, it can be pretty cool. I don't know. It looks like the website shows that there's
holding it Southtown,
a lot of stuff going on, but I don't see like a lot of they said there's gonna be some people in the gaming industry there. But I don't see any.
It seems pretty
details.
Small though.
So it's gonna be a small thing. Whatever the case is, I'm gonna go out and support it because that's cool. We don't get a lot of that stuff other than we're. I mean, it's growing for sure, but yeah, that's pretty cool. We don't have like a gaming convention, so to speak. So
if we could get the next PAX here, I would be ecstatic.
Yeah, I'd be down for a PAX or something. So hopefully that's what this kind of turns into. We'll see. But I'm stoked for it, even if it's just competing in a tournament and is all I end up doing with it. But yeah,
it's relatively cheap. It doesn't seem like it's too expensive. It was like $75 for 3 days.
Yeah, not too bad at all. $25 anyway
for 3 days.
For 3 days, yeah.
Dude, I paid $93 for a gold pass on fucking Comic-Con.
Yeah, because it's.
Well, that's like the biggest. That's the biggest event that Salt Lake has ever held in the history of conventions. Yeah. So.
Pretty crazy. But other than that, I've been playing a lot of Diablo 3.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, I'm at work.
Love Diablo 3.
So anybody that I work with at Top Performance, don't watch this cast because I'm always at work, like playing Hearthstone during like some in between calls for like the troubleshooting. So I'm always seeing you on Diablo 3. How's that going?
Yeah. Oh, it's so much fun. I'm really enjoying it again. I finally got my character. I haven't really played a seasonal character yet because I'm just getting back into it. So I hopped into my old barbarian. I'm leveling him up. I've got him to Paragon level 11 now.
Are they gonna still do stuff with that, or are they done with it?
I don't know. There might be another expansion down the road, but they haven't announced anything. Right now, their focus seems to be Legacy of the Void.
That's right. I need to download that.
Feature. And then
no, I meant the Whispers, the prequel.
You don't download it unless you purchase the expansion, pre-purchase it. You can't get it unless you pre-purchase it. So I'm considering pre-purchasing it soon. Maybe
I'm really leery about
we'll see.
Protoss campaigns. The last, like the one in the original StarCraft and the one in Brood War, they're just.
I loved it.
They're hard for me because protests are like they're literally blank faced and they're like, I have no emotions because I come from a race that's more superior than you.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, fuck you.
They're badass. They're the technological aliens.
I always like the mech units from Terran. That was my favorite race.
Oh yeah, Terran's fun. But yeah, I'm stoked to see this expansion too. And then there's Overwatch. They've shown off a bunch of stuff on that's going to be their take on the Team Fortress 2.
I'm kind of excited. That's the most promising one. I'm surprised how long it's taking people to start ripping off Valve on Team Fortress.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, 'cause it's just now happening, and there's 2 companies doing it. Which is
it's not just 2. Like, we remember at E3, there were tons of companies.
Yeah, that's true. There was some other games that are doing this
like Battleborn. Battleborn's doing it.
Well, Battleborn is by Borderlands. This is one of the ones I was thinking of.
Yeah,
but
and
there's another one on
there was one for
Microsoft Xbox that's exclusive to that.
And then there was one for Bethesda was having one come out too. You didn't watch the conference.
Yeah, I didn't.
So they were showing one. I'm like, dude, I was like really surprised. It was like all these Team Fortress X style shooters that everybody's just starting to rip off all of a sudden.
Yeah. It took it a while, but I think like Team Fortress 2 is still good.
And they still make tons of money off the fact that everything is just cosmetic.
I think these companies are realizing that Team Fortress 2 is still a good game. It's still holding its own. So why don't they take the formula and revamp it a little bit, spice it up a bit. So that's a smart idea.
Okay, if they're going to have to do that, have you watched all the Meet the Team videos?
Mm-mm.
Have you never seen any of those?
Mm-mm. Oh, Meet the Team. Oh,
yeah, like have you seen?
I couldn't for some reason think of what you were talking about.
Like
I thought you said something else. No, yeah, I've seen all of those.
Those are fantastic. And then Expiration Date.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're great. But yeah, this Team Fortress 2 I think is going to be good, or the Overwatch is going to be my.
Are you in the beta for that?
I'm not in the beta for it. I'd like to be. Please give me a key, Blizzard.
I will support you until the day I die.
Yeah, I really want to play that one. I'm not like super keen on it. Like I played Team Fortress 2. I actually played it the other day. Just kind of here and there. I've been kind of hopping in to check it out because I know there was an update recently. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to start digging back into The Witcher 3 and whatnot.
Have you beat that yet?
I'm still where I was.
Did they keep coming out with expansions, man? You're falling behind.
I'm so far behind in that. But I'm just going to take my time through it. That's kind of how The Witcher is for me. I'll probably not finish it till December. That's just me.
I'm not that guy. Like, that's the reason why I didn't buy The Witcher, because I'd be constantly like, I have to beat this. I have to know. I have to beat this. I have to know what's going on.
I remember just playing through Skyrim. Like, Skyrim took me a long time to kind of get through. I scoured the map in Skyrim, though. I played for hundreds of hours.
I still can't pick that up. I need to. Like, I bought all the expansions. Well, I paid $13 for it. I might as well get my money's worth.
If that's what you feel is worth your money. I mean, if you like it. But, yeah, I like Skyrim a lot, but
I just hate the item management in it. It really is terrible. Like, I don't know why they couldn't just steal the Pip-Boy layout, because it's really hard to manage your items in that game.
I learned to like that one, but yeah, I could see why you like the Pip-Boy more. Oh, that's good.
Because you're just like, oh, I can just go click, 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 drop, click, click. And I'm sitting there through like Skyrim, I'm like, I want to equip you, drop.
I liked that I could see what the equipment was in Skyrim. Like it give you a little 3D.
You didn't have that little Pip Boy guy going.
Yeah. Sometimes I just didn't know exactly what that was, but I think there were like just a few things in the inventory. Like you could pick up some junk items. And you're like, what the fuck?
Well, they really changed that around from Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is now giving you actually like a pretty decent preview before you like equip things.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
I'm pretty stoked to see what else we've got on that.
They need to stop coming out with special editions because I'm spending way too much money. I spent $200 on the Juggernaut. You know, I was looking on that the other day. Somebody spent like $10,000 to buy a Juggernaut edition, and they're selling for like $1,500 on average on eBay.
I just don't want.
I was like, I want a mini fridge, but I don't want it that fucking bad.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a Call of Duty fan because I would totally blow a bunch of money on like something if it was like Mario themed or Zelda themed. I'd be down. But I think the only special edition I'm going to purchase is the StarCraft 2 one because I usually do that.
Oh, what's coming with it?
Just a bunch of like mounts and like it's digital aesthetic things.
Oh, Blizzard likes that a lot.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot lately with expansions, and I like that stuff. Like you get some Diablo 2 stuff, you get some StarCraft stuff, you get some World of Warcraft stuff. I have most Blizzard games.
Are they coming with any hot stuff?
Lots of Heroes of Storm stuff. You get a hero that's been unannounced. According to GameStop's website too. This is something I've noticed. Blizzard didn't announce this, but it's on GameStop's website if you check it out for it. You get a hero that has not been announced.
Watch it be Minx.
So it's probably gonna be like it's gonna be a Protoss character.
No, I hope
it's gotta be what's his name? Artanis. It's probably like Artanis because Artanis is on the cover. So I have a feeling we're gonna get Artanis. You get the Void Seeker mount. The Void Seeker mount looks really cool. It's just like a freaking Zeratul surfboard, hoverboard. It's gonna be sweet. Hop on that and start assassinating people from the shadows. As Zeratul, who's kind of one of my new favorite heroes. I've been playing him a little bit more. I think I'm gonna actually purchase him soon. But
I want Arcturus Minx back because the guy they have for Arcturus Minx is like one of my favorite voice actors.
I don't know.
He just resonates evil.
I think if they do what they did with Deckard Cain, where like they had him like be like the announcer on a map or something, that'd be sweet. I actually think they should have. Like they have Deckard Cain like, a treasure goblin has appeared, but they should have him be the announcer on the whole map.
Who's Deckard Cain?
Deckard Cain is the main character in Diablo, or well, not main character, but like one of the main like old dudes who's like iconic voice actor for Diablo.
You know who I found out like when Call of Duty was doing their Comic-Con release, they released a bunch of like they're doing a remap of Der Rise, which has Nolan North as the German.
Okay.
And I found that the guy that plays the American for Tank Dempsey, he's got the world record for the most credited video game appearances.
Damn.
Like he's like in over like 230 video games. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that'd be awesome though if you had a voice that just you're in every video game.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal the thunder, but
no, you're good. No, it's cool. Like I like voice acting a lot.
I saw you get lazy on the stream the other day when I was like. I like to do Hot Fuzz for when I'm doing Hotwire, and I'm like sitting there going, Hot Fuzz. I'm like, oh, Jessup's just being lazy, and like, Heroes of the Storm Fuzz. You son of a bitch.
Yep. Playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm. I've been playing that a lot lately. Ever since we competed in ESL and got destroyed, I've been like, my gameplay's really improved a lot. Actually, I've been on a win streak, about 10 or so games. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good now. I think my MMR rating's finally going up, and I'm going to start playing some more Hero League here soon and get that grind going. I've just been trying to familiarize myself with a few more characters, just like one or two that I've never touched, like Abathur. So we'll see. But yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. I'm also starting to get close to having a Street Fighter kick because of Evo. I've been watching it, remembering all the Street Fighter stuff, so I'm probably going to jump into Street Fighter 4 on one of these days, maybe tonight, and just play a bunch of that because I love that game.
I can never get into fighting games. Like the only one I ever frenzied over was Killer Instinct. That was like the one just combo breaker.
I might try my hand at competing in next year once it comes to PC, or when I can sit down and actually practice it a little more. Because I feel like I feel like I had a pretty good chance at that game. Like I could play pretty well, and I could beat some people that I thought were really good that were around me.
When's the last time you talked to Dylan? Dylan was fantastic. Exactly. Like that guy was just.
He's really good, and that's someone who I could actually beat.
Didn't he win Smash Brothers tournament too?
I think so. I'm not sure. I know some pretty good fighting game players. Really good Smash Brothers player. I have a friend who.
Ron Burgundy is a fantastic Smash
Ron
Brothers.
Burgundy is the best. Like if you have him as your teammate, you'll always win. That's why I'm so good at every video game I've ever played.
Mr. Ron Burgundy, our personal trainer, he's taught me a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. So Vishtega, if you're watching, I can now do headshots because of Mr. Ron Burgundy over here.
That's right. But yeah.
I think it's a little bit fantastic.
But anyway, so kind of bringing that into Street Fighter, I want to talk about pro gaming today. Where do you think the future of pro gaming is? Like, do you think it's growing? Like, I mean, it looks like it is. But there he is. Vishtega man, just on time, queued up.
I've been training with Mr. Burgundy, Vishtega. You're gonna have to watch your back.
You never get the sweet scope on the headshot like me.
When are we gonna set up the CS?
Yeah, we gotta get a CS:GO match going soon, man. I'm gonna pick it up and we're gonna learn, or I'm gonna learn. You guys know how to shoot things.
I know how to shoot, but not okay. There is a reason why I stay away from Counter-Strike is because that is hardcore. That is like real hardcore. Like Call of Duty, I can pick up and still kind of keep my own every once in a while. I don't have to regularly like practice Call of Duty to be semi-decent. Same thing with Battlefield, things like that. But oh my goodness, you get in a Counter-Strike match and you've not played for a while and you're rusty, you get your ass fucking handed to you.
I'm ready. My body is ready. Vishtega wouldn't lead me the wrong way. He knows.
No, he'd use you as fodder, is what he...
No,
he'd use you as bait. He'd be like, hey, Jessica, come over here one quick second. Pop! Because those guys are ridiculous. They can pull off headshots without even looking. Like,
yeah, like they
most of the time, they're using the kind of like the reticle. I mean, the one that comes up, and they're just like, tut-tut-tut-tut, and they're like pulling off.
They can pull off headshots like
remember,
walls and stuff.
You run faster with a knife. Everybody knows that. Which is just funny.
Is that in every fighting game? Is that a thing?
You mean every gun game?
Any game with a gun?
Well, because I think the whole theory behind it is you're just not lugging, like you're not trying to run with a rifle. Because in hardline you can't just do your knife, but if you pull out your pistol, you run quicker. It's just
right. Oh no, that concept makes sense. I was just wondering, is that something that's like standard? Is that standard in most?
I think it's just Counter-Strike kind of like Counter-Strike's been the granddaddy of like competitive.
Okay. Because they do it like most other fighting games will do it. Or
you keep saying fighting. I know we're watching.
I meant first-person shooter games, but yeah.
No, it's pretty standard. Like but Counter-Strike's is the granddaddy. It's been around. I mean, I know Unreal Tournament was around a little bit longer. I think.
Yeah.
Somebody might have to correct me on this. I think Unreal hasn't. But those haven't kept up as well as like Counter-Strike, like ridiculous.
Counter-Strike's one of those games that like they built on the source, or they didn't build it on the source engine. They built it before then, but they then put it on the source engine, and it's quality. It's good.
The World War II shooter never caught on though. Day of Defeat was just a sad. That's what I'm kind of mad about. Like we have all this new next gen technology, and I still have not gotten a new World War II shooter.
I don't think we're going to, unless like what's going to happen is someone like you is going to be a game developer, someone with your opinion. And they're gonna go out and create that World War II shooter that everybody.
Well, we could have such an epic one with like scale right now. Like that's the one thing
recreate World War II.
There's no hope for you, Rob. I'm sorry. We're gonna put you out to pasture. Vishtega and I are just gonna execute you, executioner style, back of the head.
Yeah. You know, like it's okay. It's okay, Vishtega. There probably is no hope for me, but
he does play Team Fortress, so there is a tiny fragment of a hope.
I can point at people and heal them.
Actually, my best record on Team Fortress is the medic.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, you're just like, let's go get them. And you get like them running.
I can stay alive the longest as the medic. That's for sure.
I hate being engineer because I can't just sit there and go,
but
kind of just pound on the building.
Playing Counter-Strike is going to be another story because I can't sit around and heal people. I have to actually shoot people. So playing CS:GO would be definitely a problem for me.
It's been a while. Can you kill your teammate? Vishtega, you might have to correct me because I haven't played Counter-Strike for like ever. But can you kill your teammates? Is that like set standard, or do you have to like play hardcore? I tend to play more hardcore when I'm like on stuff though, because I don't like the fact that being semi in the military, I'm like, I don't like the fact that you can just like.
Well, I'd like to shoot through my friend to shoot my other, shoot the bad guy. I mean,
as long as you kill the person, that's all that really matters.
You gotta make sacrifices where they count.
Friendly fire, friendly fire.
I'm all about the friendly fire as long as I'm hitting the target.
Could you imagine if Team Fortress 2 had friendly fire? That'd be fucking chaotic. Everybody would be dead.
That would be stupid.
Like the demo man would kill half his team.
I like playing the shotgun character.
You like playing the scout?
Yeah, I do like playing the scout. I like playing the scout. If I had friendly fire on, I would end up shooting my teammates a lot because the spread would hit them.
I'm surprised you play the scout. Scout's a really hard character to pick up.
Really? I like it. I like the heavy a lot too.
Heavy's good for beginners because you can just sit there and you just have like 200 ammo.
I've played a lot of different characters. I like Demolition Man too.
My favorite emote is when he goes like kaboom,
and he's one of my favorites. Yeah.
He shows you the smiley face. He's talking about like you can shoot people, but I guess you get like penalized if you do it too much.
Oh, gotcha. It's like Halo. Like
my dad and I, when we would play Call of Duty Hardcore, we used to like, because there's two of us, if somebody like would like kill us, we would team kill them and like gain up on a person and get them kicked because we could kill them more without them killing us because of issues. So we're dicks like that on Call of Duty.
Gotcha.
I'm a total massive dick. But Vishtega, we have to ask: are you? Today's topic is about competitive gaming. Is it good? Is it bad? What's the future of it? Do you think it's gonna go away in a few years? I'm kind of a little skeptical on how well competitive gaming is gonna continue. My personal opinion, I feel like it may be a fad for right now. I don't know if it's gonna be like. I don't think it's ever gonna get to like NFL status. Like,
I don't know, man. It's getting there. They had Heroes of the Storm's finals on ESPN. It pissed a bunch. Nope. This is the actual camera.
And we're back! Oh my goodness.
Maybe. I don't know. Can you hear us?
Someone
kicked a cable. I kicked it. Fucking ghost.
Yeah, we're back.
Good
and I just burped in the microphone because you told me we weren't back. Thank you very much.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
Is everybody still there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it didn't kill the stream. It just killed the stream. It killed the audio and the video.
It didn't kill it, but it killed it.
Yeah. Like, we were streaming nothing, essentially. It's like we divided by 0.
So Vishtega's still there. I hope he's still there. He says, dude, competitive gaming has ruined / made my life complete, but the community, at least for Counter-Strike, is the fastest growing competitive community of any game right now.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Counter-Strike's got quite the fan base. There's a lot of people. That one, League of Legends too. I think League of Legends is actually gonna fall pretty soon.
I think League of Legends is where I spawn my hate for some competitive gaming because those douchebags that narrate it, I just want to gouge their eyes out because they remind me so much of fucking Sports Center.
I really like fighting games. I really hope fighting games actually continue to rise. But yeah, I see a lot of Counter-Strike streams nowadays, and that game is definitely picking up a lot of steam. I can't get into it for whatever reason. I'll play it. I think I'm gonna try it one of these days and pick up CS:GO and see what happens. But I don't see myself getting into something like that.
I think if you want to play, just mess around with like a serious first-person shooter, I recommend actually Battlefield because of how big it is.
I played Battlefield 3. I played Battlefield 3 and Battlefield Vietnam.
I just think it's because Battlefield, it's not as competitive. Like, you can just go and have some fun with it. Like,
yeah,
you can just go do your own stuff.
What's weird is, like, I was actually getting pretty good pretty like decent with Battlefield 3 for a while, and then I just kind of stopped playing it. I played Vietnam for a little bit. I liked that a lot, and then I got into Battlefield 3, played like the beta, and then bought it, and then played it some more, and then stopped playing it.
I love how you call it Vietnam. Like, you don't even acknowledge the fact that it was an add-on. Bad Company 2.
Like, the add-on to Bad Company 2 was way better than Bad Company 2's multiplayer.
Bad Company 2, I had a problem with a lot of the only thing I liked in Bad Company
2 was okay, but it wasn't the best. Battlefield Vietnam though was tight. That was it. That was the game.
Were you just blasting Creedence Clearwater Fortunate Son just as loud as you can?
I think that was my favorite part. I think that's the reason why I got it was because like they used Creedence Clearwater Revival as the music.
And then you're like, oh, like, I love the smell of napalm in the victory. I mean, in the morning, mine smells like victory.
Yeah, no, that was a good expansion.
I'm surprised how much it changed gameplay though. Like,
yeah, a lot. Like, it was completely different game.
I think
they need to do that again. That's what I was hoping for. I've been hoping for them to do that with the last few Battlefields.
I think they're hesitant because in competitive community, the reason why people like Vishtega like returning back to, I'm not saying this that you are this kind of person, but the reason why people like Counter-Strike so much is because it stays the same.
It is consistent.
Like, you don't have to like constantly like look out different mechanics, because the thing with Call of Duty though each year is you got 3 separate developers now. They each play different. The lag's all different. And then even though you may get the same developer, if they developed a new Call of Duty, new weapons, new stuff, you constantly have to learn. There's not a lot of consistency when it comes to actually Call of Duty. And as a pro gamer, you got to learn all the different nuances every year.
It's true.
And as far as I know, they're not constantly like updating anything on Counter-Strike, except for like.
I feel like I'm kind of like of the same opinion as Vishtega though when it comes to pro gaming. It is definitely ruined / made my life complete because like it's awesome because like I'm doing stuff that like playing Hearthstone, which is like a game that I've always wanted to like, or type of game that I've always wanted to get into, but like I don't like spend money on the cards, and when I did like do that as a kid, it was just like now I've got all these cards and then they're useless after a couple months, and I spent so much money on buying booster packs and stuff, and it's lame. With Hearthstone, I get some free stuff. I get a lot of free stuff. As long as I'm playing the game, it's mostly free.
You do have to buy packs every once in a while.
You buy packs and expansions from every once in a while, but it's nowhere near as frequent as money you'd spend on Magic the Gathering or.
Don't you talk bad about my Magic the Gathering cards?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just expensive. It's an expensive habit.
No, it really is.
The meta changes so fast in Magic the Gathering that I can't keep up. And like money-wise, anyway, like it's just a completely different game every 3 months. So it's just
they don't reward you for playing Magic the Gathering on your off time.
Yeah,
they're not like, here's $2 for playing.
Yeah, you don't get $2 back. Yeah, and then you can spend that on a booster pack later. So that's cool. Like I love and the cool thing about like jumping into like these like easy to get into type games, like but hard to master, are fun. It's like it's way fun to go out and meet the people, actually be a part of a community. Like with this Hearthstone thing, I've been going to tournaments every once a weekend per month, or not once per month.
I've almost been able to go, but everything just keeps cropping up at the last minute.
Being able to go to these tournaments once per month and like be a part of this, you meet the tournament organizer and compete in it and have fun. It's really cool, and like I really want to play like I've been experimenting with other games, like Heroes of the Storm and whatnot, but Hearthstone's kind of got my goat right now. I'd like to play a fighting game competitively, but I'm nowhere near as good as.
No, those guys are fucking ridiculous.
They're so good. Like a lot of hours away from doing that. That's something I'll probably keep working at.
Vishtag in the chat says Counter-Strike really stays the same. They have had Dust 2 literally since the first game. Do you mean Dust 2 like the actual game Dust?
I don't know what that is.
There's a game called Dust, and I don't know if like unless there's a component in Counter-Strike, because you're probably thinking Dust for creating cards in Hearthstone. That's like the
no. I wasn't even. I didn't know. I thought I was thinking, was it a game? What is Dust 2?
Dust 2 is it? But
or is it a mechanic in Counter-Strike?
The thing that cracks me up about Counter-Strike, especially competitive gamers, is like all this stuff.
Okay, so it's a map in Counter-Strike. That makes sense.
Yeah, I know what Dust is now. It's like you ever watch them play that Middle Eastern kind of market map.
I feel like it's like the only map.
No, that's like nobody ever wants to play like any other maps on Counter-Strike. It's
that
like
would make sense, because like the only time every time I see Counter-Strike, it's always the Middle Eastern map. Like it looks like
that's Dust.
I thought that it was always in the Middle East.
No, there's like one level is at like a nuclear power plant.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, I guess I've only seen one map then ever of Counter-Strike.
It's honestly probably the most legendary map in first-person shooters ever.
Okay.
It's the
perfect.
It's not actually perfect. Like some sides, like one side's got like a slight advantage over another, but the problem is that people know about like the different nuances, and because they haven't changed it, they're able to like Dust 2, that map that he's talking about, is like playing a moving game of chess. It really is. Like you have to like honestly know how many seconds, how long it's going to be, blah, blah, blah. This is where they're going to move. This is going to go. Well, if he goes this way, their team might come this way. I mean, it literally...
levels of strategy. That's neat.
I mean, like...
Interesting.
It is ridiculous how fast... I think that's the reason why I've always been attracted to first-person shooters. I may not be, like, competitive level... Sure. But the thing is that it's constantly like you have to go like, well, he keeps going back to this spot, so I'm going to come around this spot, and I'm going to try to hit him this way.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
I thought about that when I remember playing Halo as a kid. Like, I was definitely thinking of the strategy of it. Like, oh, yeah, like... And I remember when they released replays, I think it was for, like, Halo 2 or Halo 3, I couldn't remember. I think it's probably Halo 3. I remember, like, strategizing, oh, cool, you can go back and you can watch your games, you can figure out, like... How could you have, done something a little bit better? How you could have avoided running into a dude and whatnot. You could figure out all this crazy stuff. So yeah, I could see that. Counter-Strike sounds pretty interesting.
I mean, it really is just But then again, on top of it, not only is it just strategy, but it's a lot of fucking skill.
I'll look up a Counter-Strike guide for gummies.
For gummies? For gummies?
Yeah, for gummy bears. For dummies, and see what I can do. I'll probably pick up CS:GO tomorrow.
We can submit that to Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
You ever watch that the gummy bear skit where she gets like trapped in the bear trap and she has to eat off her own leg and then she jumps forward?
Oh no!
Now I'm submitting that to Seth Green like right now. I'm like, hey Seth.
Gummy Counter-Strike. Oh man.
Vishtega, I mean, since you're the one that's hitting us up in the chat mostly, have you tried to get into the competitive scene? I know Jose Lion King I play with mostly on Hardline. Mm-hmm. He actually was trying to get competitive for the longest time. That's the reason why he
Yeah, I've seen some people do it.
But the problem is it's a lot of it's a high risk, low reward thing though too, because so many people out there try to become. Because
I would definitely not get into Counter-Strike because of its like rising popularity and how popular it is
and how long it's been around
I'm definitely not. I'm going to avoid getting into like trying to be competitive with it. I think I'd play it more for fun and just kind of.
You would honestly probably to try to even come close to like some of the competitive level. You probably would not see the light of day ever again. You'd have to quit your job.
Quit my job and be playing Counter-Strike every day, learning all the.
Well, it's like one of those League of Legends stuff, like too. Yeah. Like I'm amazed how
League is a lot like that too, where like it's got so many mechanics and weird things that you can learn about it because of all the freaking characters. You would have to stop your job to be a pro at it. Like, you would have to stop. You could, but I don't know. To me, like, I think I picked up League pretty quickly, though. Like, I was able to pick it up within a matter of 3 months.
That's quick.
Playing it casually.
Okay, I was about to say 3 months is not.
3 months.
When did a quarter of a year become?
But it was 3 months playing with friends who knew what they were doing about 2 to 3 times a week. So which isn't very.
You were playing 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound very casual to me.
That's pretty casual, actually. No. Like, cause that was like the like if I was playing 2 to 3 times a week with friends. That's not like I think hardcore, like, it's probably mid range, whatever, but it's casual enough. But like hardcore would be like every day, right?
The one thing that's kept me away from competitive gaming is like when Call of Duty started putting out how much damn time you spent on the internet playing multiplayer. And the longest I ever got, because World at War happened, me and my dad never moved on Modern Warfare 2 because we didn't like the aesthetic. I know that's really sacrilegious for the Call of Duty community, but my dad and I have always been World War II shooter fans. So we stayed on there. We got 2 weeks playing World at War. And we're like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. But the thing is like the worst Call of Duty Ghost, there were people that had 30 fucking days on this. I'm like, I never want to do competitive gaming. Because I'm like, I like gaming, but I don't want it to be everything. So and it's just like,
it's true.
That scared me away from competitive gaming because it was just like, ugh.
Yeah, and Vishtega brings up the point that you have to be global elite to get on a pro team, which I'm assuming that's just a high-ranking Counter-Strike player.
That's probably like platinum. That's probably like legendary for like Hearthstone.
Rank 1 legendary Hearthstone. Yeah.
I mean, it's.
I can't even get to legendary Hearthstone. I've been playing for months.
Highest I've ever gotten is level 15 once, and I didn't even get a star on level 15. It's just like, you're level 15. I'm like, yeah, and then I dropped down to 19 within like one round.
Hitting like rank 9.
Really?
9 or 8 by the end of the month usually.
My biggest problem with Hearthstone right now is that there's not enough cards to satisfy my need.
For me, right now it's just really aggressive. The meta is like solid as to like what works and what doesn't. Right now, control isn't very good, and it's really
there's not enough variety in decks for me.
You build an aggressive deck right now. I think as they release more cards, and there's an announcement this week coming up on Thursday, so it'll be kind of cool to see what's being introduced, or at least get a sneak peek of some of the new cards. I'm excited to hear about what's coming down the road for that, but we'll see.
Vishtega, is there any other games that you've been really into? Oh, we're being spammed. Bush did 9/11.
Yeah. I liked when Bush did 9/11. That made me feel good inside.
That came out really bad. Thank you, Mr. Dinglesteed. Dinglesteed for derailing my train of thought. Bush sucks bushy pubes.
Very good.
He may suck bushy pubes, but he made $400,000 a year being fucking president. So I'm kind of jealous.
Very good. I'm not jealous at all. Because that would fucking suck.
Being the United States president.
Is $400,000 a year.
Vishtega, you're going to be the first foreign national to be voted for president. Vishtega for 2032.
2032. All right. Moving along.
No, but I was asking Vishtega, like, is there any other games besides Counter-Strike that you thought about?
Good. Let's see here. So Counter-Strike would be what game?
Dinglesteed's gone. I barely knew him.
Yeah.
It'd be one game. Like, I wish there's some. Unfortunately, like, the only thing with
Half-Life.
Ark Survival. Vishtega, we need to get on. Give me your Steam account. I don't have anybody to play with, so I don't play online.
Ark Survival. I don't know if I can get into that one. I play Rust. But
is the online server still pretty glitchy? Like, I tried to get on a server the other day, and it's just the problem is with online though is that all the animals glitch around. Like, but
Arc is pretty cool though.
But I'm excited to see the full game. Like, my favorite part of Arc is like, you've defecated. I'm like, cool.
Jeez.
The thing is, you can pick up your own shit and use it to farm with.
Fantastic. I like using my own shit as manure. I feel like it would be like, I don't know, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, I've played so.
Yeah, Dingle Steed's kind of.
Yeah.
You've played. When you trying to get Super Smash Brothers competitive?
Super Smash Bros is probably another game that I could probably get pretty decent with. At least the new one. There's no way in hell. I watched the Melee players play today at Evo. There's no way I'd get competitive with the earlier versions of it, but the new version I think I could do pretty well with if I sat down and played a little bit longer, rather than once a week. But
I want to be globally
than once a week.
I want to be globally ranked in Skylanders. I want to be number one in Skylanders.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be competitive.
Me too. Not really. Duck Game. Duck Game is now my new favorite competitive game. It's not pro esports at all, but it's a good one. I'll play that one all day.
That's the thing I don't like in like esports. Like, there's so many fucking different esports. Like, and they're like always on games.
And then there's this new game coming out called called Rocket League. Have you seen that yet?
What's Rocket League?
Rocket League is a car soccer game.
Oh, yes, I did. Oh, I gotta get it. Remind me, the guy go home.
Yeah.
It's free on PSN right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
That's
I gotta
cool.
go download that.
Yeah. Download that. It looks fun. Tell me how it is. I'm thinking of getting it for PC, but I'm unsure about it, and I think it's $30.
Yeah, Falcon Punch is Super Smash Brothers Vistega.
Yeah, Falcon Punch. That's my game. That's my dig.
Is that a taco pizza?
Where? I have no idea.
It looks like a taco pizza.
Nice.
I love being spammed.
Yeah.
Sorry, the spammers are like good sometimes, but sometimes they derail my thought. Like, I have ADD.
If you look at the chat and then you're like, ooh, shiny.
And I am pretty much shiny.
I think I'm running out of competitive games that I want to talk about. But
competitive. Do they still have? Fish Tega. Do you know if they still have competitive sports games like Madden?
I've seen the Wombo Combo. It's pretty cool.
What's the Wombo Combo?
It's the famous Smash Bros video on YouTube called Wombo Combo. If you get a chance, look it up. It's great. It's a good one.
Is that like Ultra Combo? Or
it's these casters being really funny and clever. They're just yelling shit at this game, this Smash Bros. Melee, and one of the words they say is, "Oh, it's a Wombo Combo. That ain't Falco." Like, it's super hype. Pretty cool.
Hey, Purple Chicken, what's up?
What
we're
up,
talking about. Thank you,
Purple Chicken. Thank you for following.
You know, the one thing is, I'm really glad I don't have my earphones in, because that thing scares the hell out of me every damn time. Like.
Oh, Coco Cat 16. Thank you for following. Welcome.
Enjoy it. I don't know how long you guys have been in the chat. We've been talking about competitive gaming. What games you like as competitive gaming?
In lieu of Evo.
Are you a competitive gamer?
Now. Yeah. Do you competitively game?
Mr. Coco Cat, do you like your? I had a joke with Cocoa Puffs, and I was like, that's entirely lame.
What do you think will happen with competitive gaming? Are you MLG?
Major League Gaming. I still have like a really sour taste to like Major League Gaming. I think the problem is that I don't think we should make Major League Gaming.
I think we should. I think it's totally fine.
This kind of stems from my anti-popular mood from like high school.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, like,
I think games should be more relaxing.
Cool. I got into StarCraft 2 before I realized how competitive it was.
Oh my God, I can't even play a normal game online without getting my ass kicked.
Yeah, I'm ready to hop in and get bodied with the new.
You say bodied?
Bodied, yeah, like.
What the hell is
like, it's
bodied?
like getting a body slammed. It's like having Zangief from Street Fighter just.
Wait, Coco Cat, are you the same person as Purple Chicken? Because that is oddly eerie.
Ah, very good, Coco Cat, Purple Chicken. We all play Counter-Strike, you know? We all love a good Counter-Striking. Just kidding, I've never played Counter-Strike at all. But I hear it's good. I hear it's good. I've seen stuff on it, but no. I love this.
Oh wait. You guys have to like not coordinate your guys' answers because as of right now
it's obvious. Whatever the case is, I appreciate the support.
No, I just thought it was funny because they're like no. Oh.
Yeah. See, man, they're siblings, brothers, twins. Get over it. Just because they chat the same, it's not the same.
I wish I had a twin.
Get over it. You don't need a twin. You can just do whatever you want.
What does that have to do with me wanting a twin?
Nah. You don't need one.
It's like the biggest cop-out answer ever. You can just do whatever you want. You don't need a twin.
Yeah, you don't need a twin. You do what you want, you know? You don't need
well, every time I try to I'm like, we finish each other's... You don't ever do like the...
No, I don't, because that's dumb. Why would I do that? I don't...
That's why I want a twin, because they're twins, and I don't get to finish each other's sentences or have the same thought or feel somebody's pain from 50 miles away. No.
Macho madness.
I wish you had that on the stream, because I want to...
Yeah. I can change that.
Holy cow, this has been... I'm about ready to pass.
Exhausting. You are a tired boy, aren't you?
Dude, I've been up. I had 20 hours. I was up for 20 hours. Took an hour nap. I'm like, oh, I gotta go film a podcast. Screw the fact that if I crash my car on the way here because of safety reasons, I'm dedicated to my craft, and I will always be dedicated to my craft. Oh, can you get it? Oh,
there's a thing.
This is my new favorite thing now. I just barely saw this today. I'm really sad I didn't know this existed.
Because Randy Savage is the man. He's the macho man.
All right, let's see this place.
Macho madness. Oh yeah. Macho madness. Macho madness. Oh yes. Macho madness.
We're just gonna keep repeating
Macho madness. Oh yeah. Macho madness.
I need to get a soundboard just randomly.
Oh, yes.
That way I'm not actually talking on my streams. I can just have a soundboard. Oh, they're actually not identical twins.
Perfect. Oh, I figured as much. I mean, you could tell they were identical twins by the way they were chatting. You know.
I just told you they're not. They're fraternal.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm always wrong. What do I know?
Apparently not much about twins, I can guarantee that.
Fun stuff.
Vishtega, are you still in there?
Madness.
Do you have a...
Yes, it's Macho Madness. But...
this is where we kind of just...
this is kind of...
We're turning it over to the chat.
Also getting really, really late. And
do you want me to turn the light on?
We might need a light. But
yes, because here at Thearly Clinking, we try to do as much natural things as possible. I haven't shaved or showered in 3 weeks.
I'm growing a tree in my beard. Anyway, I mean, it's getting close to when we would normally end the cast, but I wanted to see here.
Do you want to do Would You Rather? We can do that.
Before we do that, I just want to see if you had any last or final thoughts about
competitive gaming
and the future of it. Anything that we did not mention that you would like?
I kind of hope, like I said, I used to be really negative at first about it. I've kind of come around to I just hope it doesn't turn into like another ESPN kind of like type thing.
Oh man, it's gonna get that big.
No, I meant like where Like, the one thing I hate most about League of Legends watching the stream is that it just reminds me so much of sports chat, and I despise sports chat with a passion.
Okay, yeah, no, I see what you mean. Like, there's not...
Like, I don't want it to turn...
There's not that creativity, and what I think that's what I really appreciate about the announcers for Street Fighter is they're really raw and just funny. Like, they're... Like, Yipes. Yipes is my favorite Street Fighter. Oh, he's not really... He doesn't really do a lot of Street Fighter. More Marvel vs. Capcom. But still, he's the funniest guy. I mean, you look at the curly mustache video on YouTube. Super great.
Wait, wasn't Randy Savage the wrestler in the first Spider-Man movie?
I think so, yes.
I'm coming for you!
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna rip you apart! And then Bruce Campbell was the announcer.
Yep, that was
Spider-Man! That's a really that hurts.
Randy Savage was awesome. I really...
May you rest in peace, Mr. Savage.
Alright, well, I don't really have much else to say. So that's kind of going to be it. I want to let TJ get some sleep. But thanks for following, brother and sister.
I need sleep.
He needs some sleep.
I probably do. I have work tomorrow.
Yeah, you need some sleep. So we're gonna call it a cast. I wanna thank you guys for watching and following. Thanks for 2 new followers, Purple Chicken.
We got links below. We got a stream schedule, and
follow the stream schedule. We normally stream Sundays. We'll do the podcast from 8 p.m. to 9. Generally, sometimes we go a little bit further. And then
if you happen to have the game or the system we're playing on, you're welcome to join us.
TJ streams usually Mondays at 8. That's changing soon.
Smeagol's not dead. We've gone over this, Fish Tega.
Well, you'll find me on Saturdays. Regardless,
I stream on Tuesdays now.
Follow us on Facebook and whatnot. Tell your friends about us.
We got a YouTube channel. We're trying to come up with some.
We're gonna have some cool content on the YouTube channel, so be sure to subscribe there. Other than that, I'm gonna just end this because we're in a dark abyss, and we're falling.
I can't even see Mr. Ron Burgundy's beautiful face anymore.
Burgundy has now disappeared.
All I got is Dred's lower jaw. Yeah. I am the law.
This is definitely need for lighting. We definitely need some lighting. So yeah. Anyway, whatever the case is, thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a nice day.
End the stream first.
Signing